Okay, and here we go. So basically, welcome to the broadcast. And all we're going to be doing today is just having a bit of fun in the daily races. Start off with the daily race A, and hopefully, if it falls on the right time, because obviously the different races are staggered, we'll go from daily race A straight into daily race B. And as we've got a couple of minutes left till the first, hopefully we can just jump in. Swap cars would help, and let's see if we can get a couple of practice laps in. For those of you who haven't done the daily race A yet this week, it's absolute carnage. Partly down to the fact with PD's new daily race A having no bearing on your DR and SR ratings, which is nice. It takes the pressure off. You can just come in, enjoy the race, have a little bit of fun. Unfortunately, it also means that it is just or can be, just a crash test, because you end up getting some idiots in who just know that they can pretty much do what they like without any circumstances. Keep it tight against the line. I'm probably not even going to have enough time to complete one practice lap here, but we'll see, maybe. Don't think using the pedals barefoot was a good idea either. Maybe I should have put some socks on. The final bend. Nah, the final bend next. Mistimed that completely. Oh, excuse me. But thankfully, as I've done this race a few times already this week, I've got a reasonable quality time in, and that's managed to start me off in the third place. Not necessarily a good thing, as if the drivers behind me are dirty drivers, I'm probably not going to be in third place for very long. As you see, somebody's already complained about Grosseff being a bad driver. I've raced the guy a couple of times. He's hard, he'll give you a nudge and he won't give you any space, but I haven't driven against him yet being dirty. That has been for a couple of days though. Maybe he's upped his game in the dirtiness department. My usual black and green monster livery, which I don't think I'm ever going to change. I do like those colours. Same colours I used to have on my bike. Damn it. Come on. Game race. Foot to the floor. And away we go. Car radar. I'm falling back a little bit here. I need to make sure I stop in that slipstream. 5.4, 5.41, 5.3. Okay, we're catching up just about. There's a guy behind me. He's right on my tail. Now, he should have bumped back with me there, pushed us both towards the leading group. Here we go. There's the first dirty shunt of the race. Try saying that 3 times, you ain't getting yourself in trouble. A bump rafting, for those that don't know, it means basically hitting the car in front of you in the rear, pushing him forward, and as you're already in your slipstream, that will drag you further forward as well. It's a very good way to catch up to the car in front, and if there's two of you in front, it can be a good way to gain away from the track. And if you see, the guy behind gives me a tap, pushes me further towards Grossi. Now I might actually try and take him on this bend. If the guy behind me gives me a push. I'm not going to take it around the outside, just don't have the speed. So I can tuck him behind him. That's it. Oh, nice little tap. Go on, my son. No, Rosie, behave. Don't you come over. Guys behind me are fighting. I think I might end up losing a place here. Back into second. Oh, that was a good move from the two there. Oh, that might get me a penalty. I was off the track for quite a while there. Yeah, 1 second. You absolute muppet. That guy that's battling me for number 2 is certainly not what you'd call a clean driver. I think there are a few other words I'd like to use to describe him, but... Oh, and one of them's off. Somebody definitely went off there. There's my penalty. And that is my race pretty much over, I would say. Lost too much speed and I'm too far away from the guys in front. Number 16 coming through, my son, coming through. Lap and a half left. Come on, give me a tap, give me a tap, I want the boost. It's a shame that you guys can't feel what I can feel from the force feedback, and that's game over. Alright. Come on. And that is one thing that's wrong with this game. I get taken out, I get pushed off the track, so how do I get the 2-second penalty? And somebody else has smashed into me, ruined my race, and yet you don't find somebody, or you don't take a victim to court and then find them for being a victim. Very strange the Gran Turismo penalty system at times. Tenth. And the only reason I managed to get 10th is because there was 2 DNFs. But that will do. Not bad. It was fun. At least, like I said, it doesn't affect the DR or SR rating, so just enjoy it for what it is. Three-star roulette ticket. That's about 2,000 credits then. Okay. Are we in time for the next race? How long have we got? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, might just have time, just have time. Swap cars. Oh, get in there. Excuse me. And again, for those that haven't played Gran Turismo this week, at the Dragon Tail, the one with the chicane of death, in the Group 4 cars this week, the meta, or the last couple of weeks to be fair, the meta on Group 4 has been the Subaru WRX. Wasn't so long back that things like the RCZ and the Atenza were cars and winning everything, and they've sort of gone completely the other direction with the balance. Those cars are now completely rubbish and not worth using, and almost everybody is using the WRX. It isn't a bad looking car, certainly not a bad handling car. And as for those that have seen my videos and watched my streams before, I'm not a fan of using a meta car. I'm not a top racer. I'm certainly not a top split racer. So it doesn't matter to me. I'd rather use a car that I like and that looks nice. Hence why in almost all of my races I use the Aston Martin DB9. In this case, I just happen to already have the WRX, so I use it. I certainly wouldn't have gone out and bought it specially because it's the meta car. And my qualifying, I didn't actually do any decent qualifying this week for this, so I should imagine I am near the back, if not right at the back. 4 laps of Dragon Tail, which is a shame because it's a good race. It's a great track to drive on, but 4 laps, you can't do anything. And if you do happen to make a mistake, that's definitely game over because there's not enough laps, there's not enough time to catch up. Don't recognise the names of any of the guys in front of me, so unfortunately I don't know whether they're going to be clean or dirty. You'd hope, as this is a S-rated sportsmanship race, that they'd all be reasonably well behaved. Okay, the guy who was in front of me there obviously got it all kinds of wrong. Nice little tap from the Subaru, helps get me up to speed. Thank you, Ronnie. I hope his middle name's not Purple. Possibly have to be a Brit to get that joke, but okay. Yeah. Really? That's pretty much game over this race then. What put me off there was the fact I was driving around a new track last night trying to get some lap times in. And one of the best ways to do that when you're learning is to put on the braking and cornering aids. What I hadn't realised is I forgot to turn off the braking area and the apex markers. I didn't expect to see the braking area on when I came round that first first bend, it completely put me off. Well, at least so far we've been consistent. Last in the last race. And so far last in this one. Put to the floor after this corner as we come up to the chicane of death. Now you want to come across, clip the curb on the left, little dab of brake, and then floor it. Ooh. And ideally you want to miss that wall. That little wall that I just hit, by the way. And then floor it right down to the last corner. Heavy on the brakes. Too heavy on the brakes. Turn in. Let the car move out wide. Clip that curb, and then straight down the straight. Straight down the straight. That's obvious, isn't it? Down the start finish straight, I meant to say. Cut across here. Up on the curbs. Brake hard. Then floor it again. Clip the apex there. Let the car drift over to the left. Clip the apex again. This corner you can pretty much take flat out, and that one you can get onto the power very early over the hill, and then you want to be moving over to the right. Brake for a little bit, you don't need to, it's only really to scrub off some speed. A little wide. You have to be careful with that little section of S-bends. If you go too wide on them, you'll end up in a wall. And I'm really not used to using steering wheel pedals completely yet. To be honest, I'd much rather that's better. I still drive much faster and have better lap times using a controller. As I've said in other videos before, I've used controller for years. This is only probably, strange enough, maybe not even my 10th competitive race yet using pedal and wheel. So it's still all feels, hello, something's happened, somebody's gone off. Whether or not that's going to give us a chance to take a place back, doesn't look like it. Okay, those two guys in front obviously fighting already, so looks like it was the German that made the mistake. Rushmar. Oh, and yeah. Fairly sure about yellow flag. Oh no, there we go. Okay, we made it 8th place. I say made it place, we're back to where we started in 15th, so really didn't help that I am using the pedals barefoot. It feels so uncomfortable. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Right, 10 seconds, 9.5, 10 seconds behind the car in front. And the leader, 33 seconds. The leader's a third of a lap, nearly half a lap in front of me. And now we're on the 4th lap. This is a little bit I said earlier on. This race is too short. It's a great track. It's a nice flowing fast track. Oh, at least it is when you get it right. By the time you... First lap is always chaos, so you can't really count the first lap. Second lap, third lap, you're just about getting into your stride. You've started hitting all your braking points and your apexes. And then before you realise it, it's fourth lap and you're on the final lap. And that race is over, or this race will be over. This race ideally should have been... Oh, he's up. This race should have been 6 or 7 laps. Give you a chance to have a fight with the car in front of you. A chance to catch up if you make a mistake. A chance to catch up or even overtake if somebody else makes a mistake. 4 laps, just not long enough, not enough time. A little bit too heavy on the brakes there. I could have gone through there a lot quicker. Ooh, somebody's very slow ahead. But not slow enough for me to go past him, I don't think. Okay, what was that? 14. So I made up a place. Not terrible. Certainly not brilliant. And I should imagine Max giving me a bit of a knock on my DR rating as well. Position raised. Can't actually tell you how many positions because my screen's blocking it off, but I'm fairly sure it was just 1. Ooh. I think that was a fairly clear race. Didn't see anybody complaining. And the only 2 crashes I did see were sort of self-inflicted. And I've just missed the time for the next race. Well, that being said, I think I'll call it quits for this stream there. That's daily race A and daily race B and what you can expect from them. Hopefully you'll do a lot better than I did. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next stream or in the next video.